gonna just say goodbye pretty soon
Yeah.
because we got through a bunch of the really important stuff, but there's
Seriously.
still a little bit more to go. Sorry about us going offline. We have intermittent connection
Let
issues.
me load it up. See if we're back on. Yeah, it looks like we're live again.
Did I check Unison already? Oh, did I check general user?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a bad clarinet.
Unison?
No, general user.
Oh, general user. Okay. What am I typing on? What? Here we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's way better than the other one. What freaking had the chorus on it? That was
Jurgen. Either Jurgen or Merlin. One of those Erlin ones.
the Erlin.
All right, back to reality. Let's see what else you got. So the clarinet from general user for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the thing.
Yeah, we should be back. If we're not, then I'll just go F myself, basically, because I don't know how to fix it. Okay, clarinet. We'll get through a couple more of these and then call it good. We'll get through the pipe instruments. We haven't done any brass yet.
Give us the pipes. What did we like that had the good meter trumpet?
What's up?
There was something we liked that had a good trumpet on it. Oh, I think Jurgen had a good trumpet.
Did it? This one's very general MIDI sounding, which is probably a good thing, but let's try general user. I remember it had a good muted trumpet.
What?
Nice vibrato. This is the vaporwave trumpet.
Oh gosh. That's really funny.
But that is the best trumpet for sure.
Yeah, which one, Jurgen?
General user.
Oh, general user. All right.
Did Jurgen have a good trumpet?
Muted trumpet. I think we tried it and we're like, it's fine. It's very general MIDI.
That's a really good trumpet, though.
Wait, general user or Jurgen?
But it's not quite. No, that was Jurgen I'm trying out now. But general user seems to be the most. It seems to be the most GM neutral. Like all the, even down in the range, it should still be bright enough to hear it, because you might again have to use. You might have to substitute a trumpet for a trombone. So, and vice versa. Sometimes you use a trombone instead of the trumpet, as a second, like as a flugelhorn or something. Let's compare that to reality.
Jordan, you just got some good, just wind sounds.
Yeah, I think general user is specifically aimed at band instruments, so that might be the one to use for these. They're still general MIDI-ish.
He's got a sword. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But that's the one from reality. The one from general user is this guy. That one's a lot better for general MIDI because it's brighter. Yeah.
I don't know why I just got like Banjo-Kazooie flashbacks from that.
I mean, there's a lot of shitty brass all over Rare Games. Intentionally and charmingly.
Sorry, Grant.
No, I mean, that was the technology at the time.
Yeah.
You had shitty sound banks to work with. He'd be the first one to admit he made the most of it, but like, there's only so much you can do when you're given like a megabyte of audio RAM.
Have you listened to his new
100 kilobytes of audio RAM?
What is? I haven't heard anything he's done for ukulele yet. Have you?
I've played the demo, but I don't know if there was music in it at the time. It was an early build, and it might have had like a temp track in there or something. I haven't paid much attention to it yet because I'm trying not to hype myself too much as a fan. All right, I think general user might be the one we're gonna go with for most of our brass. I would imagine. Let's compare that to reality. Leave the one from reality in for the tuba because it's slightly faster and it's the same timbre. Next, tuba, muted trumpet. Versus Jürgen, was it?
Yeah, Jürgen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's check general user. Maybe it's even better. Wait.
Is it the same?
No, I gotta hit OK. Wait, no, it is better.
It's yeah. All right.
We gotta fix this vibrato though if we're ever gonna use it. Otherwise, it's useless. And any song that uses it is gonna be like.
Oh gosh, that's so bad. Oh. But fix the rubato. Okay.
Whoa.
Wait, what was that?
A bad sample is what it was.
What? Oh no, is that general user?
Yeah, dude, we gotta go back to Jürgen.
Yeah, take it back.
Unless that also has the same sample.
No,
it's
got
Unless like Unison or something has a better one. I couldn't imagine.
No.
Really thin sounding.
Yeah.
All right, let's Jürgen it up then.
Jürgen
de Gherkin. That sounds awful. We can do better.
Is that reality or Jürgen?
That sounds even worse. That's
Whoa.
Jürgen. Let's go back to reality and see what they do. Much better.
Yeah. I like that.
It's still kind of weak though.
Mm-hmm.
For reference, this is the one I'm used to hearing. So it's pretty bad, but it still has.
Yeah.
It has that broom at the beginning. So it gives you a stronger attack. So let me see if I can find one that's better than that. Yeah, the one from Omega is pretty dope.
So what is that? That's which sample is that?
It's French horn from Omega.
All right.
But that might be huge. Not even in tune.
Not Hron. Oh, horn.
Sapphire? Let's see.
I can't type.
Terrible. Fluid. Fluid's French horns.
That's decent.
Those are my horns.
Jürgen?
Yeah, that sounded
wait, was that Jürgen or Unison?
That's it's Fluid.
Oh, Fluid. Okay.
R3.
So Fluid's French horns.
That's a good one. Those are nice in the low range.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I want to be able to do some orchestration on here, if not heavy stuff. All right, how about brass? First, reality. I always got to remember to go back to reality to... Awesome. Yeah, that's the brass. Brass section. Synth brass. That's unusual, but I love it. Everything is awesome and
I think I
terrible.
get it. Which one was that? That was Synth Brass from
Synth Brass 1, and I'm still on Reality at this point.
I call. Come on.
Yeah, Synth Brass 1 and 2 are more of... They're almost this... Like, they're not supposed to sound like brass. They're supposed to augment it.
Mm.
That's a really cool sound. Nice. And then all we have after this is the pipes, and then we're into the synth section, and we'll leave that for later.
Sweet.
All right, cool. Good piccolo. It's pretty even. Let's see about the flute though. That's
gonna be a
the
can of
flute is a
worms.
big one, and it's out of tune. Thanks. Let's start with something else.
Great.
General user, come on, big money.
No whammies.
That's the one.
General user.
The vibrato's a little bit severe, but
Yeah.
and it's not consistent. Listen. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's-
versus. The beating isn't the same. It's a good sound though. I might just go with it. And I don't think I gave. Let's try Sapphire next. I have a feeling.
No.
It was a feeling. It's dead now forever. Out of tune. Omega.
It's decent. I don't know if it's better than general user.
It's. Listen to this
Oh gosh.
versus this. You hear how much more powerful it
Yeah.
is, even though it's not realistic? This is the default one from Sound Blaster.
Oh.
So if... Let's give Reality another try. I might be able to... It's that. It's really airy, breathy sounding. Maybe compare that to the general user one. It's a tough call, actually.
I prefer the general user, but I don't
It's
know
a
how well
lot
it'll
more
work with the
assertive.
MIDI.
I might just... I can
That
probably...
is weird.
I can iron that out to a large degree.
Uh-huh.
All it is they, when they were looping it, they crossfaded it without taking into account the natural
Kinda.
beating of the vibrato.
Yeah.
So it's just way too fast vibrato.
Okay.
But I can probably fix that. I can iron it out in RX and maybe even time stretch it, or find the sample that they ripped this from, if it wasn't just recorded live for this sound font, and take a longer swath of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great flute, though. I'm ready to use that in something like right now. Recorder.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good recorder, and that is from MuseScore. Let's see what Reality has that's better. Not as good. Unless Omega can beat general user here.
No.
Nope.
That's almost electronic sounding.
Yeah. That's terrible. Okay. So yeah, general user it is. General user's got a lot of really good ass sounds in it. Holy
coming
crap.
in swinging with the winds.
That's really nice. Good job, guys. Nope, but not the pan flute. Let's go back to reality. Back to reality. Yeah, that's all you need for the pan flute.
So are all those coming from general user?
No. These are all reality. We're back in reality.
Okay.
Anytime I move to a new instrument, I'm going to start in reality and then... Yep. Good for like 80s Hans Zimmer scores, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And this too. Not the best shakuhachi, but it sounds really good for a synth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a synth-hachi. But let's see if general users is better. They might have actually sampled one. The same one.
Yeah, it's harder attack.
Let's see if one of these weebs in these sample libraries has gotten a good one done. If not, I'm going to sample one myself, because fuck it, I can't work with that. Nobody cares about the shakuhachi. It's the default one in all of these. You could do better. Yeah, that's a...
Which one is that?
Now it's a flute. This is... Fluid.
So fluid shakuhachi?
Yeah, that's how to do it. Nice. Back to reality.
Roll the ghost gravity.
But that'll work in a pinch if it doesn't. Because that's the classic, like, what is that from an Ensonique or something? Like L'Oreal hair. You know?
Oh gosh.
Unlock your inner beauty. It's like from synths of the era. All right, whistles. It's not supposed to sound like whistling. It's just the whistle sound from General MIDI. Same thing with ocarina. Right. All right, good enough ocarina. It's more or less like a, like these two are used for, like crowd noises.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the whistling sound for that kind of. It's rarely used, like unless you're writing a Majora's Mask arrangement or something. You're not gonna, or an Ocarina of Time arrangement. You're not really gonna use much of it, on a day-to-day basis because it's just a sine wave essentially. You can also use it for, like, you can make a. It's either A or B. You can make the I cursed beep, the censoring beep, out of one of those. I used to know the formula for making exactly like how long it's supposed to be and everything. All right, so we're all the way through pipe. and I've already verified a lot of the synth leads. I think we're almost good enough. I'm gonna like go through the ethnic stuff with the fine tooth comb. Banjo's solid. Yeah. Wasn't there a better banjo? We found a good.
We did like we liked the banjo from. Could have sworn I wrote it down.
That's the one. It's from General User.
Okay.
Why are there so many? All right, maybe not. Alright, cool. That's a better banjo. Build a better banjo! Alright, I don't want to get too wrapped up in all the rest of these, although we could probably just finish it off real quick because there's not much left. I don't even want to get into any of the percussive stuff right now because we were already like going crazy over that with the like I've heard all of these and they're pretty good except for the taiko.
Taiko we got from where did we get the taiko from? I was just looking at this. Oh, taiko from General User.
That's reality, and then this is General User. Yeah, way more assertive.
Yeah.
Good. All right, yeah. Other than that, it's not really reverse cymbal. Nobody cares. I mean, every now and then you're gonna want to use something like that, but good wood block.
Oh, what is that?
What?
Go back to the wood block.
Wood block?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Wood block.
I was thinking, it sounds like a Parappa the Rappa or something.
Probably. It sounds like it could have come from an Emu or a Roland synth, some kind. Since drums are good. Yeah, perfect. Melodic drum, which is just a tom.
Mm.
It should be. A go-go. Let's check. I'm gonna have to do the drums like by hand, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
Because the go-go should sound like that. So those are from General User.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, these are from Unison. Yeah, a go-go patch from Unison. All right, that'll work. Yeah, we're pretty much through the rest of these now. That's from, is that Unison or General User? What the hell? That one sounds pretty dope. That's Unison. What about Reality? What? Shit, that's the default Sound Blaster one. Alright, so Fiddle's from Unison too, I would guess.
Fiddle?
And yeah, I think that's the last of the instruments, other than bagpipe.
Oh, what? That's
Yeah, bagpipes are never good.
Play that first chord that you played. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what am I hearing this from?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah.
Did we already get Fiddle from something, or was that? No, we're using the violin from Reality for Fiddle.
Either. Let's see if General User.
I'll put it down as well though for Unison's Fiddle.
Let's just try this violin, this fiddle from General User. Just so mushy. That's not how a fiddle's played. It's played like, you know. So yeah, the unison fiddle seems to be the best because it's still got that
Yeah.
when it starts. Cool. The world's tiniest violin plays for me always. Okay, back to this. See if we have any more of these. I'm not even gonna mess with these. These are just courtesies, like guitar fret noise and upwards. As long as they're there, it doesn't really matter. And if somebody really has a problem with them, let's just check breath noise. Good. That's all that matters. As long as it's not like a person doing it, and the telephone is good. It's an old school telephone. I just want to listen to Bird Tweet. Yeah, that's the Sound Blaster one, and then Gunshot, of course. I think that's it. That's all the ones I wanted to go over. The sitar was the one we were going to use from this, right?
Excellent. Yeah.
Or was it? Was there?
Yeah, that was it. We had the sitar from where's it from? Look at my notes.
It was either General User or this one. Not that one. Yeah, I think it was the one from Reality. Cool. All right, I'm looking over any ones I might have missed here other than the synth section, which I already pretty much know sounds good on this. Got most of the... Yeah, I think... Like, how many revisions did we take down?
We got quite a few.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. We'll
be these bullet points are all the ones that we're changing.
Yeah. And then make the ultimate GM bank out of the best that we just went through instrument by instrument.
Yeah.
And then we could play a song with them and see how awesome it sounds.
In an hour.
And how busted it sounds and how we've got to actually go back and fix things.
Oh no, we got to change everything.
Just paste everything together like that. It's not going to work. But we'll get close. We'll probably be able to start working in this bank the next session that we have. So when are you here? You're here Monday,
Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
I can't do tomorrow though.
Okay.
We got to do a conducting workshop.
So then Wednesday, we'll get to work on this. Like I'm gonna get a bunch of fixes done. As like get a head start on like editing stuff together.
Yeah.
But I want to get the wiki page up with the basic intro. Like a philosophical intro to using General MIDI as a sketching tool.
Did you want me to do session files next Friday? Okay.
Yeah. Let's get that going. That process going, so you learn how to like get the setup just how it has to be to work on this. But we might actually be using General MIDI for next OKKO. Like the creator and the director are both sort of old MIDI heads from back in the day.
Yeah,
like they grew up with Windows, clicking on MIDI. They know those sounds really well and they like them. So if we can get good sounding acoustic pianos and guitars and stuff in this, I don't have to use my full Cubase setup with all the libraries loaded up to just do a sketch. We could do the sketch this way with General MIDI.
Yeah, and then copy and paste all the MIDI into
just like load up a different instrument for each channel at that point. For sure. Double stuff where it needs to be double.
Yeah, and then we can go back and find like, okay, this one is what we like.
Yeah. Huh. All right. So that's the plan then. We're gonna go forward with this. Edit all the changes that we said we needed to make. I'm gonna learn how to make them. If I can't use Polyphone, I could boot up a Windows 3.1 machine and just run Vienna if I need to.
Polyphone looks like it might be a little bit intensive.
Yeah.
Just going through and replacing everything and picking out like what.
Yeah, I just want to swap from one bank to the other, swap in the harmonica from this one. So if anyone out there watching knows a really good way to do that and a great tool for like, say, I want my accordion from this one, I can just copy it into this bank. If there's a good tool that just handles that stuff for sound fonts specifically, I'd be very interested to know. But in the meantime, we're going to try to use Polyphone, which is the free software alternative that we found.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to do a lot of really powerful stuff, but it's a little flaky and finicky.
But like going through like and replacing all the samples and whatnot would take a while. And
well, we might just be able to hit Control-C on the preset and then Control-V in the other one. And it might just copy everything with it.
I had to copy everything individually.
Son of a...
Presets, instruments, and samples.
All right, so we're either going to find a method of somehow combining these things without it being a gigantic nightmare. And then we're going to release this master bank, and then we're going to start all making music with it. All of us will use it as a sketch tool so we can make cool-sounding MIDI files and then make them real after that. Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's now 12:30 a.m. Let's break for the day, and let's call it good, and let's come back and do more. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to shut down the stream then. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Love you so much. And we will be back. We'll be back Monday with more OKKO. And who knows what else? Maybe some murderous rampaging octopuses.
To be continued.
Anyway, love y'all and thanks for watching. See you next time.